Hopefully I'm not the first person to tell you this, but the Oklahoma City Thunder are a dynasty in the making. And if you have any doubts about that statement, my goal is for this video to change your mind on that doubt and see the truth like me and many others. That being what I just said, that the Thunder are a dynasty in the making.
On the three.
Shout out to all these commenters, your support means the world to me. Make sure to like and subscribe if you like this type of content, and without further ado, let's get right into the video. Now, when talking about Oklahoma City, we obviously have to start with the guy for Oklahoma City, the star, the superstar, Shai Gilgeous Alexander. Shai is a 6'6" guard who can score and pass on all three levels of the floor and create so many open looks for himself and teammates. Shai's biggest strength is his craftiness, as he can really get by anyone on the floor in single coverage. To combo with that, you can also argue this is his biggest strength, is his finishing at the rim, as he can really finish through so much contact and avoid contact as well. Any type of finish you could ask for, a floater, scoop layups, contact layups, reverse layups, anything you can think of, he can do it at the rim. According to B-Ball Index, Shai Gilgeous Alexander is amongst some of the top players in the league in terms of finishing talent, up there with LeBron James, Ja Morant, and Giannis Antetokounmpo. These are just a few things that as a basketball fan should jump off of the stat sheet to you about Shai Gilgeous Alexander and his superstardom. Obviously, there's so much more to talk about when it comes to Shai Gilgeous Alexander and how great he is at the game of basketball, but for now I'm going to move on to OKC's next young budding superstar, Josh Giddey. Josh Giddey is a 6'8", self-proclaimed 6'9" point guard who can pass the heck out of the rock. While many seen it as a wonky fit when Josh Giddey was drafted and paired next to Shai Gilgeous Alexander, I have nothing but complete confidence that these two are going to make it work down the stretch. And by down the stretch, I mean the rest of their careers, of course. And this pairing is only going to be made easier with the new acquisition of Chip England as an assistant coach. As I mentioned in my previous video, the most profound shot doctor in the NBA right now. He spent 17 years with the San Antonio Spurs and helped multiple players throughout the years with their jump shots. Some notable names that he helped are Kawhi Leonard, Tony Parker, and Keldon Johnson. Much like Shai Gilgeous Alexander and his finishing ability, Josh Giddey truly has it all when it comes to passing the ball. In only his rookie season, I've seen this man pull out every pass I've ever seen in a basketball game before. I mean, he's got the textbook chest pass, over the head passes, bounce passes, cross court whip passes, every single thing you could think of, he has it in his bag. When you watch Josh Giddey play, I can almost guarantee you that every single game you watch, you're gonna say, oh my goodness, at least one time because of a pass that he pulls out of his bag. Not to mention that he has a developing floater game and added a ton of muscle this offseason. And again, as I previously mentioned, the Thunder now have the league's best shot doctor now to coach Josh Giddey and the rest of the roster to a better jump shot. You just see improvement from this team everywhere, not only on the floor with the players, but off the floor with the staff and the front office as well. Now let me preface this again with Josh Giddey, as I said with Shai Gilgeous Alexander. There is so much more to talk about both of these players. They're so amazing in both of their respective ways, but I'm going to go ahead and move on to the third piece of the big three in Chet Holmgren. Now there's a high likelihood that many of you watching this video have never watched the Thunder, or at least haven't in the last couple of years since the rebuild started, and you may be tuning into your first game this year because of Chet Holmgren. Now while I assure you there were many reasons to watch us before we got Chet, you would be correct in saying that there are even more reasons to watch us now. Chet is a 7-footer, rumored to grow to 7'1" now, with a 7'6" wingspan who can shoot the ball, create his own shot, and block shots at a high rate. Now I also do want to preface, there are more to these players than what I'm giving in these quick rundowns. I'm just trying to go through them kind of quick and give you guys a general rundown of their biggest strengths. A beginner's guide, as some would call it. If you guys do want advanced and in-depth breakdowns of all these players, please comment below and let me know, and I would love to get you guys that video. But anyways, continuing on, Chet is really the missing piece of the puzzle that we needed. He pairs Shai and Josh Giddey, whichever one has the ball, with a fantastic pick and roll or pick and pop partner. He's the best shooting big man that either of these players have ever had the pleasure of playing with on an NBA court already on day one of his career, and his elite rim protection and ability to switch on pick and rolls is going to make our defense that was already top 10 at one point last year even better. When Chet played his college ball at Gonzaga, he was used much differently. He got most of his points through the flow of the system, and was not able to showcase his shot creation talent nearly as much as he's going to be with the Thunder. When you factor all of this in together, and all of the other factors of the Thunder with key players such as Trey Mann, Darius Bazley, Lou Dort, J-Dub, J-Will, Ousmane Dieng, Aleksej Pokusevski, and the rest of the young guys that the Thunder have, it has Dynasty written all over it. Again, there are many more things to talk about when it comes to these players and their abilities and talents, and there will be many more videos I'm going to make on all of these players as well. So don't worry about anybody not getting covered, because they're going to get covered. If this is your first time formally being introduced to the Thunder's Dynasty in the making, allow me to introduce to you the team that is going to squash your favorite team for the next decade. The Oklahoma City Thunder. Make sure to like and subscribe if you made it this far. Make sure to check out the Sparkplug podcast with me, Thunder Random, and OKC Flow. And God bless you all, and I'll see y'all in the next one.